Burger King, that's right, have it your way. BK, part of NYSE-listed Restaurant Brands International, is serving up more than just breakfast this morning. The brand has unveiled BK Assistant, an AI-powered operations platform looking to bring real-time voice-enabled intelligence to restaurant teams. Now, ahead of the announcement, our Kristen Scholler spoke with Burger King's Chief Digital Officer, Thibaut Roux, about exactly how the new solution will work. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, so very excited to share that ultimately what we're trying to first solve is that today our data is very fragmented, and which means that often we're very reactive because it's not in real time. So we've developed what we call BK Assistant, which is meant to solve all of this by consolidating a lot of the data that we have out there, which in some cases is data that's been existing for a long time, but also data that we've been staring at for decades, such as the drive-through, but also in our kitchen equipment, and simply haven't tapped into. And by consolidating all this data into one place, we then overlay AI on top of it to allow us to make smarter recommendations in real time. And ultimately, we have two success metrics. One is helping drive traffic, and then two is helping increase franchisee profitability.
Walk me through how this will work day to day in the restaurants.
Yes, so if you think about a typical day of an RGM, and once they walk into the restaurants, they are often walking into the back of their office and spend quite a bit of time navigating through various data sets and also trying to be an analyst. And what we want is to solve for those two problems, right? RGM should not be spending a lot of time in their office, just should be spending a lot of time with their team members or with the guests. And we also don't need them to be analysts. So imagine a world where actually on their way to their Burger King restaurants, they could actually tap into BK Assistant and start asking questions such as, hey, how were my sales yesterday? How well did we do on friendliness? What are the top 3 opportunities that I need my team to be focusing on? So that by the time that RGM walks into a restaurant, they can say, hey, Kristen, great job yesterday on friendliness. Great job on the upsells. We got to keep working on some of our order accuracy on delivery specifically. So again, it allows them to short circuit all the information that exists out there and simplify with the top 3 priorities for them and their team to work on.
What tasks will AI be responsible for at launch?
At launch, so we have a couple different things that we're using AI for. One, it's about synthesizing a lot of the listening, if you will, that we do at drive-through to help find keywords that helps us with our friendliness, but also certain things that help our operations, such as order accuracy being a big one. And we know that, in restaurant worlds, things do run out of stock. So when they do, we have the ability to quickly remediate those. Because what happens today is when a product goes out of stock, what we don't take in consideration is that the rest of the ecosystem is still available. So if a guest goes and orders it on delivery, that shake that they love and care for, they are now able to order it. However, they will not receive it once the order is placed. So enabling and automating all this so that when something does run out of stock at drive-through, we then have the automation in place to allow the general manager to click of a button or a quick yes via our headsets, and then the entire ecosystem is taken out of stock.
Why is now the right time for this, Thibaut?
The restaurant industry has gotten more sophisticated, I'll use that term, especially with the digital landscape, a lot of the new ways of ordering, and ultimately a lot more complex tasks for the team members. A lot more is being asked out of them. So we just believe that also a lot of this data has been fragmented. This is the time now for us to bring it all together and help simplify the operations for those team members. And also, a lot of our franchisees have many restaurants. And so it's hard, right, to be in all restaurants at any given time. So this gives them, again, one digital command center to have visibility and understanding where are their restaurants and really zone in on which ones they need to focus on to have specific problems in real time.
How are restaurant teams being trained to work alongside AI in this new era?
Yeah, we have a training team, obviously, that goes in and helps, but our goal is to make this as intuitive so that it's just part of their regular job. And that's really the design principle that we have. We also have a customer success manager, if you will, if you know this is internally built, that we very much put forward to help, again, those team members really help onboard quickly. And so training is definitely a top priority for us.
And when will the rollout be complete?
Yeah, so we're shooting to be done for the entire system by end of June 2026. So very excited about that to put that into the hands of all of our operators and more importantly, our team members.
Anything else our viewers should know, Thibaut?
The one thing that I would say is this is one of the products that we're building, or capability we're building, that is truly co-developed and co-designed with our franchisees and the team members. A lot of these ideas that we've come up with are actually problems that we've seen, again, by being in restaurants with the RGMs and spending time with our franchisees. So it's very important for us that whatever we co-create is with them. And I think that's part of the reason why it is so successful and sticky with our franchisees so far.
That is Burger King Chief Digital Officer Thibaut Roux and Kristen Scholler. Big thanks to them for that discussion. I know after watching it, I sort of want a croissant sandwich, an egg and cheese croissant sandwich or two, maybe 3 or 4, who knows, but I'll have to get that after the show. Now,